If you guys haven't received your first payout and you're looking to do so this year in 2025, I'm going to give you some real practical, simple advice that I think is useful to any trader at any level. I think, unfortunately, there's a lot of advice on YouTube that just isn't very helpful, isn't practical, and sometimes it's even harmful. And and I would like to keep it short and simple and give you some advice that I have learned from my experience and from time trading and learning. I would like to share it with you. I think it is beneficial. I know it's helped me, and hopefully, you can do the same for you. So let's go ahead, jump straight into it. So this first one, it's a big one. It's real hard to remind yourself of this, but and it's pretty cliche. This is a popular piece of advice, but you don't want to focus on the money. You want to focus on your habits. So, this can mean multiple things. The way I use it most often is when I'm trading and I have a bad day or a good day or whatever it is, I am trying actively to not let that get to me. Obviously, winners, I mean, those don't really get to you. If anything, they make you happy. But when you take a loser, instead of beating yourself up, because I know I do that, I beat myself up so bad and thinking, oh, I could do so much better, this, that, this. You need to realize losses are going to happen with trading. It's inevitable. It will always be there, and it's not about the losses. They will always be there. It's not the winners that are going to make you profitable or make you successful in the long run. This applies to everything in life. It's your losers that are going to determine your success. All right? That will be your double-edged sword. Your losers will make or break you. So, what I mean by this, when you have a losing day, reflect back on it and look at your habits. Look what you did and see if you stuck to your plan, stuck to your psychology, stuck to your discipline. And if you did, I mean, you didn't really lose per se, okay? You stuck to your guns. That's the main thing. Obviously, you may have not made a profit, and that's upsetting. I get it. But at the end of the day, if you can shift your mindset from thinking, money to habits, it's going to make a big difference. And I actually got this from Justin Werlin on YouTube. He's great. I love a lot of his off the chart stuff. I would highly recommend you watch him. So can't say I came up with that one. I really got a lot of that from him. So next one, real brief. I already touched on it on the last point. I mentioned it briefly. Uh, your losers and how you handle them are going to determine your success. The winners are easy. Everyone can win and tolerate winning. Nobody wins and is like, oh darn, not a single person. That's not the hard part of trading. The hard part of trading is being able to consistently persevere despite your failures, despite your losses, despite reoccurring losses. It's all of that. It's all related to the losers and learning from them and not letting them set you back. That is going to determine your success. And that doesn't apply just to trading, that applies to everything. Anyone who's successful at anything, I'm telling you right now, they had some hard times. They had some very hard times. They had some failures. They had some losses. But it's how you handle those losses that will determine your success. It's not how you handle the winners. Everyone can win. Everyone loves to win. But it's the people who get used to losing and adjust and critique and fix and improve that end up being the big time winners, that end up being consistent, that end up being successful. So that is a big one. The next one, this is more a psychological tip, and it helps me. I have it on my desk. I have a lot of these notes over here on my desk to remind me. But another big one is, at the end of the day, to be profitable, to have a profitable edge, all it takes is a few percentage points to have an edge. Technically, an edge is 51% to 49%. Technically, that's an edge. Now, it depends on your win rate and your risk reward and how they relate. But I think a lot of times people focus on making $20,000, $30,000 in a day, this, that, super high win rates, super high risk reward. And I think at the end of the day, I think you can make any strategy work. But I want people to realize, because this is really popular on YouTube, you don't need a 5-to-1 RR trade every day. You don't need a 10-to-1 RR. You don't need a $20,000 trade. All you need is like a 5% edge tops. And the more the better. Like, that is huge. That those percentage points matter a lot. But what I'm saying is you can trade a 1-to-1, a 1 to 1.5, and if you have a 5, even just a 5%, a 3% edge, guess what? Over the long run, you're going to make money. And guess what you can do with that too? You can scale. You can scale it, okay? It may not seem like a lot of money right now, but you can scale, especially with the ability of prop firms and then taking your money and putting it into a personal account. Once you have an edge, even if it's small, even if it's 5%, which is pretty good, you can not only scale with the money, but you can scale with your strategy, and you can forward test and review and improve your win rate. So now not only are you increasing your win rate, but you're increasing the profits you trade with, your psychology, everything. That is another important point I want to make is YouTube pushes out this idea that you need 10 to 1s, you need to make $20,000, $30,000, and it brings in a lot of people to the trading community, and that's why not a lot of people last. So I'm being honest with you. If you can shift your mindset a little bit and be a little more realistic, I think it'd be a lot easier for you to become profitable. And the last point I want to make is increasing your faith. And I don't mean just in trading, but I mean in religion and Jesus Christ and God. I think that does benefit trading, believe it or not. I think it benefits all aspects of your life. So I think becoming closer to Jesus, becoming more like Jesus, increasing your faith in Him translates over to trading, increasing your faith in yourself in trading because it demands a lot. It demands so much out of you. And I think being a better person, I think building your confidence, having faith, being more disciplined, all this translates. And I think that is another important point that I would just leave in there. And hopefully you guys do that. I know that's a big goal of mine. And it's hard. I'm working on it actively every day, trying to get better. No one's perfect, but I do think if you can implement these tips, and they're simple, it's nothing complex. I'm not telling you to change your whole strategy or your risk reward or, oh, you've wasted all this time. Don't backtest like this. I think these are simple, practical tips, and I think you can use them even maybe as soon as today. Start with one and just scale from there. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. I'm going to try and make more videos. I'm going to try and get better at this. I really want to help people get better at not just trading, but improving in life. I understand the importance of it. And I understand how hard this is too, man. Don't give up. This is the hardest thing. I've gone through some hard stuff. This is the hardest thing by far I've ever attempted. But it's possible. I'm telling you, it's possible. Don't give up. I appreciate you guys. I'll make more videos like this in the future. If you have any comments, leave them down below, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you.